So just squeezing out the rest of the unlockables for 1.0, and then I will move on to other things. And what those things will be, well, you'll see when I do them. Otherwise, I have thought about how I was going to do this video, so yeah, what you see is what you're going to get. We're going to go with World of Horror backstory and relatively random, although we're choosing a very specific thing as we get into Herald, World of Horror, character exclusive, protective carvings, I think I'll just say. Might as well cast this immediately and find out. Well, it's not the normal experience. Dexterity, knowledge, second encounter, Takshi-san, maybe charisma, but also a light check. Because obviously you're not going to get a spell at the beginning unless you're playing as Kyrie, but and even then, you gotta hope for a spell. Normally, you're just hoping for a spell, basically. Having certain spells from the very beginning of the game would obviously change the gameplay. And, yeah, we're gonna see how. So, without further ado, let's just move on confidently, because Mermaids, Akamanto, Botanist, Recluse, and Scissors won't necessarily wait. Although, probably Botanist into Scissors into Recluse. Oh no! Botanist, Scissors, Akamanto, Recluse, Mermaids, I think is the plan. Yeah. None of these sound particularly good, but I could do Botanist last. If that's the case, I can take Scissors now and at least grab a weapon. It's not the best weapon, as I'll keep saying, but yeah, we're here to see, because, I mean, the effect of protective carvings is pretty self-explanatory, as we are going to get the ghost ritual. But yeah, how effective it is, I mean, I'm playing on Harbinger, and even theoretically, it will at least be an easier run than most things that you could start with would normally give you. Obviously, starting out with, you know, the katana, 2 packs of cigarettes would kind of change things in a run, but also there are some more things I wanted to test out custom-wise. Otherwise, I mean, that's really all there is to talk about. And yeah, as you've noticed there, I didn't really care about eating the damage because, well, with protective carvings, -1 damage received or given, wherever that may be, whether you're dealing more damage, whether you're dealing less damage, if you're taking more, if you're taking less. Yeah, that causes a big difference in World of Horror. As I've said before, but I haven't said it in 1.0 yet, once that increase, a change in a value of 1 can mean a lot in World of Horror. Now, not always a lot. Like, if you lose 1% Doom, or Doom decreases by 1%, as we get clap, clap, bow, clap, clap. That's not the most, you know, influential thing that may happen in your run, but it could be, depending, because, more than a few people, I think, have experienced the jubilation. I don't know what big word I want to use here, but essentially the excitement of surviving a run with 99% Doom, no matter what difficulty you're on. I guess I could just take Recluse now, and we'll find out. And as I was let known recently, Recluse things are actually somewhat random, but I didn't know that because sometimes when I'm testing things on my own, I think this is the 3rd time it's happened, for World of Horror specifically, where I was trying for a thing, or I was testing things out, and just every single time, the same reason why we think, you know, 60% might be a good hit rate, or dodge is a good action outside of what would normally be high risk, or inside of high risk, high reward situations. But it's not high risk, high reward if it works 75% of the time, even though it's a 50% chance. Or, again, that hasn't been explicitly stated by the developer, but it has been kind of implicit. I didn't do a thing, so and then I didn't grab the doll because I'm clicking things, and not that it matters too much. Although if we get branded like soon, then I will have wished that I had picked up the stuffed doll. Anywho, again, if nothing else, the bottom line of this video is protective carvings good. Also, if you roll it as Kyrie, protective carvings good. So let's just do this, and we should be getting out. Only taking 2 reason, so that's cool. And we're using a spellcaster perk build, even though, you know, we're only casting protective carvings. Also, I didn't get anything really great, but hey, basically, if you get protective carvings immediately, aside from, you know, events and town effects just absolutely shafting you, yeah, you should be able to survive your run no matter what. Anywho, moving on. I think here I'm actually going to heal stamina, and then we're going to take one of these things. Probably Akamanto, all things considered, so we can actually grab these handcuffs while lowering a threat level. So at this point in my, you know, putting videos on this channel, yeah, there have been things that have been happening behind the scenes and in front of the scenes, you know, DMs, comments, talking with people, not talking with certain people, and that I wanted to talk to. But again, everyone's busy, everyone's doing things, so I can't really expect, you know, everyone to make the time, because again, we're all busy doing things, so we can only do our best. Also, I have 3 funds. I guess I should just... Can I throw this bat? After 2 stamina, right? Thankfully, I'm taking 3 stamina here. That way I can brace and make it 2 stamina. I skipped a few steps there, but essentially I'm very busy, and I'm going to continue to be busy, being busy, moving on into November soon. So, yeah, we'll equip this now, but I still would actually want a weapon. So let's grab some funds and have some fun. Hardware shop. It's not the best, but we'll stick with it, and then we'll use the box cutter until we move on. But yeah, just been doing things on my own, and then talking to people when it matters, and we'll see what gets done and what doesn't get done moving into this next week, because the next 48 hours are going to be a heck of a thing. Also, we're in Akamanto, so I need to heal some stamina. Otherwise, we get absolutely obliterated. The funny mask will help, but would like something better. This sells for 1 fun. We'll hold on to it for now. We do need to rest. I'll do it after this event. I shouldn't die to stamina somehow, so yeah. We'll rest actually twice, even though I overheal on reason. I need more stamina. And move on. Hallucinations, that should be fine for the moment. We're going to take 3 stamina here and handcuff this human character, question mark? After the first turn, actually, so I should be able to brace into something. 75%? Let's go for it. Well, I guess we're going to 75% again. And we're going to 75%. This is 75%, right? So you see why I don't like believing in RNG most of the time, but it's too late. So let's do this. Do I need to? I think I need to, right? If I decide to go out of... You know what? Gambler's fallacy, and if I die, so be it. 65%? Okay, good. That way I don't use the handcuffs, and I can use them later for another human enemy. Theoretically. And then I lose Bat, but hey, that's par for the course. We gotta heal stamina now. Let's go big RNG. So, big RNG, what spells am I going to get? That being said, you know, I think I still would have been fine. If we're thinking about protective carvings for Akamanto specifically, I could have been fine. I'm not doing the math in my head right now, so I really should, but again, we should still be okay. I'm just thinking of that specific fight. You usually don't want to. You want to think of everything in World of War as a whole most of the time, which is why, as I'm testing out custom events and custom mysteries, for me specifically, I want to make sure they're somewhat balanced. Again, if you make custom events, mysteries, characters, they don't have to be balanced. Just know that I played characters, events, and mysteries that have just gone out of their mind, doing things that probably shouldn't. Also, nice, I still have the box cutter in one piece, but anywho. We should be able to brace into something, right? Right? Yeah. 85%, if I miss this, I'm going to be very sad, but we should be able to get out with this. So, that's a bit much, but hey, because I want to hold on to the, the Carpenter Hammer for when the box cutter breaks. And then we can equip this, so why not? Plus 2 luck. Let's see what the next luck check runs becomes. And, yeah, but Wouldn't have passed that if that were a luck check. That was perception, but you get the point. I roll high, mostly. Maybe I don't. You can check my videos. But, oof. We get an occult diary here. Is it worth it, though? Not really. So I'm just gonna run. Yeah, I'm just gonna run. And then we can also just burn the school down. So don't need your Fire X. I'll happily protect my own life as we get minimum 1 reason healing. We get Blood Moon, but the Carpenter Hammer doesn't care. Although, if I need to brace, I will care a lot more. Lost Bath, just checking. And into Botanist I go. Let's get rid of these burns while we have the Doom to spare. We have a lot of Doom to spare. I didn't even equip the Crestfallen Mask yet. So, let's rest twice and be on our merry little way. And in the interest of time, everyone's time really, mine included, I'm going to be doing 1 run, so if the length of the video didn't already let you know, and I don't feel like I need to keep pounding the point of certain, you know, smaller things that have come out, like spells and whatnot, but hey, you could have said, I could have said the same thing for mysteries, right? I could have just done 1 and done, but, and even then, even doing 2 or 3 runs, even if some of them fail, I don't think it's enough to really put the mystery in, like, describe it in whole. Because I do agree with someone who mentioned this in the community, in that if I were to talk about meta at any point, it's kind of moot, but at the same time not. Otherwise, why would we talk strategy in roguelike games? On the other hand, in support of the comment in the community, as I proceed to die to stamina, I mean, you are. It is based on the player. Again, I'm paraphrasing and kind of inserting my own thoughts on, or kind of not twisting the words, but saying something different, basically. And I feel like it does still apply. So I've lost my train of thought because I'm thinking. I'm just gonna run here. Yeah, I'm just gonna run here. Yeah, I've lost my train of thought. Moving on. We're gonna get some Doom here, but we have the Crestfallen Mask to save us-ish. I don't even remember all of my lighthouse checks, so yeah, it's fine. What was I forgot. Oh my goodness, I'm the train of thought. Anywho, we got a Rusty Sickle there because Rusty Sickle, but I think we'll still be fine. This is actually better? Question mark. I mean, depends if we're fighting Takshisan, right? I do get to prep attack with this. Yeah. If you haven't already noticed, I'm using Kyrie stats, so if my stats look a bit familiar, that's the reason why. And we should be able to just brute force this lighthouse with the power of the Crestfallen Mask. We do have Takshisan and the second encounter check, but I should still be fine. If we're not, boo-hoo. We do have the 6th floor as well, so we are losing 6 stamina, 6 reason, it looks like. But we should still be fine. So I'm not even going to rest. I am going to level up, though. And get nothing for it, but hey. And we'll move on. Oh, so yeah, that's what I was saying. So again, thinking of a meta for World of Horror in terms of trying to survive. Obviously, there are things you want to do. That's just how numbers work. Dodging on a 1 damage enemy before the turn you defeat them. If you can defeat them next turn with dodge, then you do that. I don't even remember. I did do... So it was not Young Witch. I was probably Maru to Roommate, right? Yeah. Although, yeah. Anywho, moving on. Throw the Carpenter Hammer, throw this. We can arrest Takshisan as well. But let's just be super sure. So, 8, yeah. And even if I don't, I think I get out, but hey, it's fine. So, but yeah, thinking of a meta, it's... you could also choose not to. You are basically hoping to RNG, but that doesn't mean you can't take optimal actions, is what I'm trying to say. So, I try to summarize my points as concise as possible, but I'm not exactly the channel for that. So without further ado, I'll be out for this video. If you want to support me long-term, subscribing to the channel would help out the most. Otherwise, I'll see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye!